first of all, how, obviously, you've had a little bit of time between the regular season finale and postseason. Do you feel like, whether it's in the locker room, out in training, is it starting to kind of ramp up a little bit? Is it starting to kind of, with the game on Wednesday, is it starting to feel a little bit more intense, a little bit more real, or are you guys kind of just feeling, still, steady heading into the first playoff game?
I hope we feel steady, but also for sure it feels more real, but not in a negative way. I think we're all super excited, and obviously with these 9 days now that we have in between, is like we're just waiting. We're just waiting. We're where we want to be, and excited to get started on Wednesday. Yes.
I know that Atlanta, it's a familiar opponent, having just seen them not too long ago. Is that reassuring, kind of knowing what you're going to get, because it's not going to be too much of a different team that you guys see on Wednesday?
No, I think whether Atlanta or another team in the playoff, we know the team, and obviously we played Atlanta not long ago. I think we kind of know what we can expect, but as we've done all season, we're looking at ourselves and how can we up our performance, and that's also what we're going to do towards Wednesday.
Sure, and it's a team that, it may not be like you guys offensively, but it's a team that likes to keep possession, has a lot of individual talent that can kind of score at a moment's notice. How do you, I guess, ensure that, with all of the individual scoring talent, with that kind of burst of energy offensively that can kind of strike any time, how do you guys prepare for that, knowing that, I don't know, once they keep possession, they're going to try and keep it as long as they can?
Yeah, they want possession also, and respect to them. This is a good team, but again, if we know if we do what we can do, offensively and defensively, we have a good chance in all games, and this is also what how we're gonna approach this game. We come off a good game in Atlanta last, where they scored at the end. We know that we should be better at this, but I think we had a very good performance there, and this is what we're looking to do again.
I know that, you just got here this year, but this is kind of a playoff game that's been, again, kind of building something that Columbus has been building up to, especially with, the new field and, the home field advantage and all of that. Like, Aiden said that he's been waiting for this for a long time. I guess, can you feel that energy in preparation as you guys, host your first playoff game? Is there that energy inside this building, kind of waiting for that moment of taking the field?
Exactly. This is what I thought I said in the beginning, because I feel like we're ready. We're waiting, and we have home advantage now. There's nothing more to say than we're ready. We're waiting for this, and we're super excited.
Do you think that sets, kind of gives you an opportunity to set the tone on what you want this playoff string of games to be?
Yes, this is what we want to do. Exactly.
Talk to you after the last victory against Montreal. What do you prefer, the center back or the wing back position?
Yeah, this is a good question. But ultimately, I think it doesn't matter what I prefer, because I'm not the one who puts me in either spot. I want to be on the field where I can help the team, and depending on where that is, I'm going to try my best to help.
Sure. Atlanta known for putting numbers in that middle block. Regardless of where you're playing, Malte, can you help us as novices understand what's important in trying to break through that first line of pressure in the middle third of the field, and then find those gaps in the second phase in the attacking third field?
So what we work on a lot is having players and numbers in the right positions, like the numbers in the right positions of the field, and understanding where we have the right numbers to play with an overload, or to attract them, to find a space with more space for our player than for them, so we have kind of an advantage.
Okay. Initial thoughts on this 3-game series in the first round from folks on social media, take it for what it's worth. lean towards this being a much more attack-minded format than defense-minded format. Meaning, for example, you're down 3-2 in the waning moments of the game, why not put everybody forward the way you would in a regular season game and see what you can get out of it? Because if you lose 4-2, it doesn't matter. And if you tie it 3-3, then you're forcing kicks from the penalty spot.
Yeah.
Do you see it that way, and has there been some locker room talk about, you know, what the mentality needs to be under those circumstances?
I think it's natural, yeah, to talk about, and I agree that it looks like a more attacking format. With it doesn't matter if you lose with 2 or 3, but it matters if you're down with 1, whether you can score another goal, obviously. So it's interesting. Now is the first time it's going to be here, and we're going to see how it is. We already saw a lot of goals scored in the other games. I'm looking forward to it, and then it's hard to say how it's going to be. Like, we're different from the other teams, and we're going to play the game like how Columbus Crew is playing the game. So it's going to be interesting.
I think all that said, in the past, some teams have abandoned a little bit of what they've been known for in the regular season in lieu of being successful in that one playoff game. I can see Wilfried Nancy saying, no, we're going to just keep doing what we do, and we're going to do it better. Is that sort of the sense that we should get from the performance that's pending on Wednesday night?
Yeah, that's what I expect also. He is a very brave coach, and this is what I expect. This is why we've worked on all this throughout the last 10 months, only to develop and be better and be ready for this moment was to come now and see whether we've learned from our experiences or not. So this is what I expect also.